Okay, so USA रे kind of most of the students they always their first dream go to USA, right? माने जदि किसी financial burden हो they think about Europe, but always they want USA. Still now, like US is the first international student destination in all over the world.
Absolutely.
And you were there for almost 15 years. So what are the difference you see, like I would say about the माने mindset रे हम देखिबा कि US और इंडिया रो माने people को माने mindset difference अपन कौन लागे जो let's the example of Odisha कारण अपन इंडिया काम करता अपन ओडिशा भी काम करछन यूएस रे भी काम करछन तो अपन difference कौन feel हुए
No, so difference obviously, right? I mean, so the reason, I said, okay, I don't want to be in Odisha, and maybe there are lots of things happen over last many years, but I'm talking about back in those days, right? आम ओडिया रे कोन माने पखाळ भात खाई कि हमें बस घरे सोइबा कि जने गोटे गवर्नमेंट चाकरी करिया 9 to 5 कली बस ता मजरे भी घर को पळे आसिली so then there is no growth in your life. All right. So, but I was very ambitious, right, from the day one, right? No, I have certain goal in my life which I want to do, right? And that's, I was very ambitious. I said, no, I don't want to be settled, right? So yeah, that's the reason I said, okay, maybe let me go and explore the world. Let me see, right? So in USA particularly, got the opportunity, right? That is enormous opportunity there, right? Number one. Number two, you will be always be appreciated of your work.
Okay.
माने तमे जदि भलो काम कलो ना तो कस्टमर तुम पूरा मुंडे चढ़ी बसेबे क्रिटिसाइज कले सो ऑब्वियसली से माने एते डायरेक्ट यूज रे कहंती अनलाइक डच पीपल और फ्रेंच पीपल बट से माने टिके माने दे आर पॉलिटिकली करेक्ट राइट सो दे विल ऑलवेज डिप्लोमेटिकली सो दे विल हैंडल दैट राइट बट फॉर्चुनेटली आई डिडंट हैव सच सिनेरियोस wherever I went with customer always appreciates me.
माने लोक मन टिके टेक इट फॉर ग्रांटेड नै जानती कारण स्मॉल थिंग कैन मेक चेंजेस राइट माने ओडे छोटो नोट आपण तो भाबी थिबे कि एक्चुअली माने इट्स लोक आजकल पोस्ट कार्ड यूज करू नाथि
correct
but it's matter a lot.
It matters a lot, absolutely correct. And still I was like it for a long time, but I don't have now. But yeah, and so that's the second thing. And then third is like you have opportunities, and there are lots of things you need to learn, right? Because the technology was evolving, right? Because I started as a COBOL programmer or mainframe programmer, right? And then started learning new technologies because the technology was evolving. So then if you are there in US, I mean, think about the innovation happening in the world that's happening in US, right? Whether it's cloud or whether it's mobile or whether it's now AI or LLM, we are talking about Gen AI, everything, it happens there. So that means at that point of time, India was almost like 15 years, 20 years behind, what was happening in the US. And it was very fast life. So obviously I like that life. And I said, okay, and we'll see how we can do it. But that doesn't mean that we'll forget our motherland, our own people. So yeah, I'm saying, but whenever I get opportunity, I always go to India.
So, upon college or upon class, you are the only one who was living in US at that time, or also?
No. We had a very good gang, right? Yeah, no. I think when we joined Cognizant, there were almost like 21 guys. We joined that point of time from our college, and out of that, I think we had 3-4 guys who were already working in same company, right, in US, and we had a very good gang particularly in New Jersey. We used to live in New Jersey. Every weekend we used to play cards or this. कौन से कहते हैं पत्ता खेलुलु राइट ताश खेलुलु मटन मटन जो आम आज कथा होता है मटन झोल होता माछ तरकारी होता चिकेन बिरयानी होता we were really enjoying life at that point of time, so it is good fun.
Okay, then आपण एमती कहले कि तांकर एप्रिसिएशन गोटे हला इनोवेशन रहला बट जदि आपण एबे माने जदि जस्ट इमेजिन माने काना 2016 17 यूएस अब एबे का यूएस भीतर भी बहुत डिफरेंस अछि बट द यूएस इज ग्रोइंग माने यूएस रो तो माने बैक तो आसे ना तो स्टिल ग्रोइंग आपण ओडिसा रो जो माने पिला माने अछि स्पेसिफिकली हमर जो माने पेरेंट्स जो माने भी जेन जी जनरेशन व्हाट वन माइंडसेट आपण हाईलाइट करे पेन चाहिबे कि से माइंडसेट ता निहायती हवा दरकार आज का जनरेशन यदि हम चाहू छे ग्रोथ.
So basically always positive, right? Positiveness, and why this energy comes, right? The energy comes because I'm positive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if I start thinking always, no. I mean, don't take yourself into a if-else logic, right? Oh yeah, if I do this, what will happen? Else, what will happen? Like, don't take that. If you feel, if you have positive energy, even if there is another guy who has negative energy, you can always influence the negative energy.
Okay.
I always believe on that, right? So positivity is one of the biggest thing. And then passion.
Okay.
You need to have passion. तुमको जब लाइफ में करार अच्छी यू नीड टू पैशनेट फॉर एग्जांपल तुम जब पैशनेट हेनी देन यू कैनट मूव इन द लैडर और यू कैनट सक्सीड इन योर लाइफ सो पैशन हम देखो जहाँ भी कर तुम व्हाट एवर यू डू राइट बट यू बी बेस्ट एट दैट राइट तुम पेंटिंग करो कि मैंने सिंगिंग करो कि म्यूजिक करो कि कंप्यूटर करो कि व्हाट एवर और इवन इफ यू आर हिस्ट्री टीचर फॉर एग्जांपल बी पैशनेट राइट तुम से हिस्ट्री पढ़े कि भल केमती कर राइट से पीएचडी कल नुआ नुआ जिनस बाहर कल जोटा कि मैंने लोक पाखे जना नहीं से इनफर्मेशन सो यू नीड टू हैव दैट काइंड ऑफ क्वालिटी इन योर
ओके लेकिन एटी टिके आउट डीप मुझे पे चाहिए बट हाउ समवन विल आइडेंटिफाई देयर पैशन
that's a good thing, right? I'm saying, for example, I'll tell you how I identified and all that, right? So, मुझे तो engineering college थी, right? Obviously, like everyone was looking for a job, right? कौन हबो, कोड job मिलिबो, मैंने जब electrical engineer न मिलला कौन करियो, right? So then I was also creating a backup at that point of time. I remember like there was few other guys like Pandav, even if Devashish was there, right? And then Mahesh and few other guys, right? We were going through some of these. What I call army SSB, like those trainings and all that. I remember there was a major in Bhubaneswar. I forgot his name now, but we were getting training because we were thinking if maybe we are not getting job, but at least we can do something maybe in the army and all that, right?
Okay.
So, but yeah, then Cognizant happened to me. Then maybe I realized that hey, this is. So I didn't realize at that point of time because I was not very good in programming at that point of time. But when I went to on-site, particularly US, when on-site is basically US, then I realized that hey, I'm really good in customer communication, making things big, right, and analyzing the problem much faster.
Okay.
Right. So, and then you obviously sometimes it takes time, right? But then over the time you realize that where you are getting more kind of passion or energy to do that.
Okay.
Right? So slowly it will come to you and then you realize if she this is happening, right? And then second thing I will tell you, for example, right, obviously while I was doing all the work, then second good thing I picked up is public speaking. Okay. Because if you're working, but if you're not able to communicate better, if you're not able to sell yourself, then you cannot move in the ladder, right? No matter what work you do,
I agree.
You really need to showcase that I have done it. I have done it better than maybe 5 other guys.
Yeah.
Right? And that should be, the case. And that's what I said, okay, and how that will come. And this kind of what I call public speaking, where we call it like in the world of management, we call it thought leadership, right? So I then slowly developed that thought leadership that, because the evolution of technology is happening, but then how you as an evangelist, what I call evangelist, I will come into that word, how you can influence others, right? To take something out, to adopt something. And Apple, if you remember, Apple was successful because they had some evangelists who were promoting, right, particularly Apple products, Apple operating systems and all that, why it is better than others, right?
Okay.
So, yeah, so I...
Like you're talking about the uniqueness.
The uniqueness, yeah. And then how you can, showcase, how you can influence, be kind of influencer, what you call, right? In that particular
right,
field.
It's very influencer term.
Yeah. Yes. So influencer, right? You need to have that influencer. And once you do that, then people will listen to you, right? And if I go today and I talk about, people appreciate that, what energy I bring in, what thought leaders I bring in, and what kind of transformation I can bring into their business. When you start talking in those sense, people realize, okay, this guy has that, right? So that's what you just need to
Okay, that
Yeah.
means in the like in summary, if I will explain to my viewers, like passion you cannot find it in one day. It's a
No,
journey.
it's a journey.
So you have to go through that, and if someone like you feeling, suppose ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ କାମ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, you feel like you are doing it tirelessly,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
You are
yeah.
not feel tired. That means you are like love this work, right? ଯଦି ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ କାମକୁ ପୁରା ପ୍ୟାର ସେ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, ତାହେଲେ automatically it's passionate.
Yeah, and when you see people are appreciating and you are getting good results, maybe then that is, your passion.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you need to quickly take that. Okay, this is what maybe I need to be, good.
Yeah, two things. ଏମିତି ନୁହେଁ କି ଆପଣ ଭଲ ଲାଗୁଛି ଆପଣ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ବଟ୍ ସାମ୍ନା ବାଲା କେହି ତାକୁ ରେକଗ୍ନାଇଜ୍ କରୁନାହାନ୍ତି ତ ଆମର ତାର କିଛି ଭ୍ୟାଲ୍ୟୁ
That value is not obviously that means that means you are not good at.